Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Mentorfy.com. Or as we like to call it, mentoring by the millennials. I think that is why we've started this platform because there's always going to be somebody who has walked the paths of the place you want to reach. And what if that person can just come and share his success story or her, even the mistakes or the thing that made her reach that destination? And you have some takeaway out of this webinar and it helps you leap to that success. And you know what? One day you come back and tell us, I watched this webinar, I reached my destination today, and we would love to interview you because that will be like completing the Mentorfy circle. So, big kudos to all of you for kickstarting your success journey and welcome on our platform. And who better to experience or, inspire you today than our speaker, Varsha Panjwani, the triple ranker double decker success story. I'm a chartered accountant, but seeing her success, AIR 7 CA final, AIR 4 CS executive, and AIR1 CS professional. You cannot get a better success story because I heard her story. She had to go some of the most difficult times or in any person's life to reach that success, but her headstrong and her determined self was the only person who can do it that well. So I think I would love to call my dear friend Varsha on the platform and please enlighten us with your story. Hi, Varsha.
Hi, Rashika. It's great to be a part of Mentify today, and I'm really thankful to the team.
We are thankful
So,
to have you here.
first of all, hello everyone. Same here. It's great to be here.
So I think we'll have this way because you guys had sent many questions. So I'll ask Varsha to address them along with the agenda points that we had. So we'll go through all of them. And if you guys still have any additional questions, we have an open floor at the end. Okay. So Varsha, I saw many people in the category of interested in courses in commerce. So before we jump right to the study pattern or how did you do what you did, can you give a brief about why CS or why CA and which course should you take as a commerce student? Just a background.
Definitely, when we take commerce as a subject, most of us take commerce because we are not interested in science. So when you have commerce as the subject, the most, I'll say the prestigious course would be CA and then CS. We have other courses just like CMA, CFA, but CA and CS seems to be more of crowd earning. People are behind it because the earnings are good, the reputation you get, the knowledge level you have is just above any MCOM or BCom student, definitely. So CA or CS are professional degrees, and I think they just give you an extra edge over anything you're doing. Means the respect you command, the way people talk to you, the way you take things out of everything, the decision making power, everything. So there are many choices in commerce apart from CA and CS. You can go for law. Definitely, it's very great. It's an amazing course. You can go for CFA. We have CMA, cost and management accountant, and actually, it's an emerging course, and I've heard a lot about it. There are many much more things you can search over it, but my doing CA and CS together was I got guidance from some of my teachers regarding CS. I just wanted to do CA, so they said you can try CS because uh, when I did, it was an old course, so it was somewhat interlinked. The subjects were common, so it was easier for me to crack it, and therefore I choose to do both. And definitely, when I got a rank in CS executive, it was like now I need to perform well in CS professional. So it was like a head start to that.
Yeah. But I think money wise, many degrees, but CA and CS has this sign key value. Your
Definitely.
sign and that prestige,
You have the
nobody
power.
that no other profession can maybe give you. And you have both. You can sign as a CA and CS. But there was a question from our participants that if you can answer this, is what is the scope for a CS in foreign countries?
See, I never searched for a job or something like that from the perspective of being a CS. But yeah, I've seen, but experienced company secretaries do get very nice jobs in one of few of the big companies. Every big company needs a CS. So if you're being appointed in any of them, so you will have a very good scope, a very good package, and everything. But as comparatively to a CA or MBA, there's a lesser scope for CS in foreign countries.
Okay. So it's more in India than abroad.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I think we can go on to our study strategy, because that is why most of the people are here today. How did you get a single digit rank, and how did you study for CS executive, and then we can go to CS professional.
CS executive had many subjects common with IPCC. I had my IPCC in May 17, and then I appeared for CS executive in December 17. So it was like I had tax in common, I had law in common. So it was easier for me to grab subjects from there and study over here. For executive, I'll advise everyone, please try to score more in your MCQ papers. It's easier to get above 70 or 80 or exemptions in MCQ exams in executive, and in other subjects. Everyone doing CS considers this course that it is highly theoretical. I know it's highly theoretical, but it does have subjects like accounts and then taxation. So you need to have a practical approach over it. And the major thing which I learned in CS was they don't want the exact wordings, what's written in your module. But moreover, they want your concepts, because I was not the one who could just rot up things. I need to understand, I need to have a conceptual clarity in order to write, because we are taught that ways only in CS.
Correct.
That you cannot learn everything. So you need to
Correct.
have an understanding. So it was the same thing. The way we studied in IPCC, it was the same way I did for CS executive. And because I cannot score a rank IPCC, I missed it by 3 marks. So it was like, yeah, now I need a rank. And I think
You overcompensated.
that pricked me. Maybe because I was not able to get a rank in IPCC. So I tried that I might get in CS executive. And it came a shocker that scoring rank 4, I was happy. But when that CS professional ka rank 1 came by, it was completely above everything. Considering your subject strategy in CS, presentation must be nice. And you have to, because in CS, they do not give leaves between exams. There's no time between exams. It's just like 12 to 14 hours to study. We don't have leaves in. So whenever you're beginning to study, you need to have a proper plan that how will you complete the subject in 12 to 14 hours of time. You need to have that proper strategy, because if you're not able to revise a day before your exam, it's difficult to write in the exam.
Correct. But then if you had to tell about CS executive, maybe a bit about subject wise, since going subject wise, if you could explain how to study.
I could tell you, but I think there's a major change in the subjects when I gave my exams and now. There have been 3 to 4 subject changes.
But just
when I was giving.
How are you supposed to make notes, or which publication to take?
In case of CS Institute, since I was not able to get any coachings because I did not have that much time, I have to go for my articleship and everything. So I just studied from modules, which from the ICSI books. And apart from that scanner, I think it was Suchita Prakashan scanners I used to refer. And it's very important to go through previous year question papers. Even I did not had much time to prepare, but at least I'll see 2 papers of each subject in order to gain an understanding that what's the paper pattern, how the marks are allotted for each question, how solution. So it's important to go through the papers. It's important to get guidance from someone who knows better than you, because even my teachers guided me. It was not I alone who did it. So you need someone who can tell you, who can guide you at every part. That I don't know कि मुझे पूरा paper attempt करना है. My teachers told me that you need to attempt 100 marks even if you don't. So you're clear. So he tries to allocate you more marks. And they only, someone who knows better than you can tell you that you need to write your best answers first, and that is so in order to fetch more marks. And considering the subject-wise strategy, try to make notes, because you'll have very less time before the exam to study. Have very brief notes, like a chapter in a page or two. Only in that case you can revise the entire subject. So you cannot revise a 500 pages module in a day. So it's better to have notes of at least 50% of your course, so that you can go through it.
Correct.
And MCQ papers are definitely easy. Try to remember, means try to score more and more in them. So major, I don't know about the teachers or something, but even I had doubted anything, I used to go to YouTube and I searched like that. So I did not had proper coachings, but definitely I had mentorship from various places. That is.
So CA and CS might sound same, but I didn't know that you don't get leaves before each exam. So you need to have more concise, I think, study before exam. So you're in a right place. And even I think CA we are told write whatever you know, don't go write everything. So I think here this is different. Attempt the entire paper.
There's some network issue.
Yeah. So I think we can go to this question. There was a question: is CS tough?
See, everything is tough until and unless you work upon it. I feel it's not that easy that I'll go like a BCom exam and write anything and I'll fetch marks. Definitely, you have to study for it. You have to study for it. I studied 100% of the course. I wrote 100% of the papers. So that is why I was able to fetch marks. Definitely, I'd given less time, but in less time, I was more attentive. Means at the time of, I think I studied more in a day for CS rather than CA, because I not had that much time. So I have to give at least 12 to 14 hours a day in order to complete my course.
Correct.
So definitely CS was not that easy. And when you go through the modules, you have 8 subjects in executive now and 9 in professional. So it's bulky enough. And that too a lot of theory. In CA, we are like managing between audit and law is itself a burden. So in CS, there are out of 8, there are 4 to 5 subjects which are completely theoretical. So definitely it's tough, but when you try to understand them conceptually and make notes out of it, you can have small clips, make your own voice recordings of a chapter. I used to do that sometimes, making a voice recording of my own self, making the chapter concise so that I can recap the chapter in like 15 minutes. So you have to apply your own tricks and make the subjects shorter and the course concise.
Correct. I think the next question was, how do you crack it in the first attempt? So maybe this was the key. You make your own notes.
We can try at least, not for the whole sub course, like, but at least of means I said no, like 50% of the part. So it's easier when you make your own notes. And it completely depends on person to person. Everyone cannot make notes. Some people are good at learning and remembering just by reading more and more number of times. So I was someone who would love to write and make notes out of everything. So it depends upon person to person. So you can have notes, you can have guidance from someone. You can you have to read the study material completely. I'll say don't go for shorter routes, like if you're going for coaching and they say you do this part and that part. It's nothing like that. In your examinations, even we saw it in the CA final examinations November 2020, a question can pop up from anywhere and everywhere. So you need to prepare like 100%, and then you will be able to give your 60 or 70%.
Correct. So it stands true for both exams.
Both, definitely both.
You have to cover everything. No, nothing can be left an option.
No, means when you go for coachings, some people tell you, yeah, leave this topic, it might not come. And I saw in our exams, only those topics came.
Somehow they get to know.
Yeah.
But I think the next question was how to crack CSE ET in the first attempt.
So I was directly through CPT route, but I saw what CSET, it's an MCQ based. So I think that the CSET pattern exam is not that tough, because I've spoken to very few people who've called me and asked me regarding executive. they did self studies and they were able to crack it. So I think there are 4 subjects and it has a very general and a wider course, like economics was there, business law was there, Indian contract act was there. So 2 or 2.5 months preparation properly can help you get through it. And you just need to have a grip over institutes module and scanners.
Okay. So before doing any publications, I think the institute is the key.
Definitely.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So there was this one person who wants to get a rank. So if you can, because you're a triple ranker, how did you study to get a rank? Is there any special mantra that you use for a rank?
I think even Rasika would agree to me that you don't think studying for a rank.
I know.
We just put our efforts and.
But I'm a single ranker. You're a triple.
Oh, that does not matter. You are a ranker in CA final, and that's it.
But is there any flair that you need to do, because something that you did different that might help?
Definitely. First of all, consistency is the key. That you need to be consistent with whatever you're doing. Ups and downs may come. Even when we had a CA final examinations in November 2020, my original attempt was May 2020, and the exams got postponed like 4 times. So I could have just like few of my friends did left their studies and they were sitting that when there'll be final exams will happen, only that time we'll study. And I have seen many of them failing. So I'll just say all that don't stop studying. You can reduce your time, you can manage it any other ways, but don't stop doing things. When you're constantly doing everything, you will get what you want.
Correct. So study consistently. Don't think for a rank. You can study for the rank because then you will pass, but don't go behind that craze of a rank. It's always a byproduct.
Means when you study for a rank, you're definitely
going to pass. Correct.
So you can go that way.
Also, your views for pen drive lectures, since now everybody has to go into pen drive mode, but otherwise, what is your views offline or online?
In IPCC, we had physical classes, and then in my CA final, I too did satellite and pen drive classes only. So in the initial stages, it's not comfortable because doing classes at your own comfort seems like I'll do it later on. We keep on, we keep on delaying things. So, but when you understand that you're paying money for it, you need to study that subject from a particular teacher. I think after a class or 2, you'll understand that's important. And in this scenario, there's no chance of offline classes happening right now still. So I think most of the teachers and the ones who've been teaching since last 20 or 30 years who are really good. And if they're giving a pen drive classes, it's good enough. You can go for it. That's never an issue. Because I did classes for all the 8 subjects and most of them were pen drive lectures only.
So is there any specific teacher, because there was somebody, which teacher would you suggest, or which pen drive lectures would you suggest?
See, I find the teachers I did were good. I'll tell you the subject-wise teachers for CA now, CA final. Yeah. For financial reporting, I took classes from Praveen Sharma sir. For SFM, Sanjay Saraf sir, SFM and RM both. Then for law, I took classes from Darshan Khare sir, but I referred Institute ki module and Munish Bhandari sir's books because
of course
got updated. So that's way. And audit, I took Aarti Lahoti ma'am's classes. And cost was Praveen Khator. And what's left? IDT Vishal Bhattar sir and DT Vinod Gupta sir.
Okay. And there was another question. How do you revise along with classes or along with articleship for CA students?
Revising with classes is like easy said than done because no one does it actually. It's not possible because in the morning you go for your classes, then you have an articleship till late. Or even evening classes might be very difficult to revise, but I'll say at least maintain your notes properly, at least complete your classwork. It's like whatever the teachers are teaching you, at least try to complete it. Your notes should be complete when you're going on your leaves. And if it's possible, try to revise on Sundays. At least a weekly burden could be reduced to Sunday or to at least get an insight of the subject. And try to practice the practical subjects, at least FR and SFM. Because when you'll go on your leave and if you haven't revised them, you'll feel like you don't know anything regarding that subject. You'll be a complete zero. So it's better to revise, because audit is something you'll forget. You revise daily, you'll forget daily. But at least for the but at least for the practical subjects, if you solve them once or twice, you'll remember them, and that will help you out.
Correct. I think before we jump to the next agenda, somebody, your subjects teachers were a little fast. If you can go slow, maybe somebody's writing it down.
Okay, definitely. Okay, FR was Praveen Sharma sir, SFM and RM Sanjay Saraf. Then I had Darshan Khare sir for law, Aarti Lahoti ma'am for audit, Praveen Khator for cost, and DT was Vinod Gupta sir, and IDT Vishal Mittal sir.
Okay, I think
Is it okay now?
yeah. Great.
Otherwise, we'll mention it later.
Yeah. अब लिख लिया सबने. So there's this one more question. Do you need to undergo CS articleship separately? Is there a concept like that?
There's an article. We have to go for articleship, but I haven't done it yet because I had my CA articleship. We cannot do it consecutively. I think so. It's not allowed.
Oh, so that's not counted for CS?
My education as CS is complete. I haven't applied for the membership yet because my articleship is not done, and we can have membership of any one of the institutes. So definitely I'm having CA institutes membership. So
okay.
So there are exemptions available that you're in a finance profile for 3 years or so. Your articleship for CS is not. We'll deal with it. So for CS ke liye articleship, I think it's like if you articleship, it's 2 years, and then if you pass professional, then it's for 1 year. So it's like so it depends. In December 17 and professional in December 18.
Okay. And also, how to write exams of CS executive?
I think the answer at the end, I think so.
Hello? Yeah. How are you supposed to write the exam of CS executive? So writing strategy.
So see, you need to be clear with your answers. Don't write anything and everything. Be clear means you need to have a proper structuring of the answer, starting answers for a theory in case of law, because in CS most of the subjects are either secretarial law or corporate law, anything. The questions are case study and they are not direct questions until and unless it's a subject like ethics and governance. So you need to have a proper structure. Not be very concise with your answers, that if it's a 4 marks question, at least write a page, I'll say. There are few people, because I've seen suggested copies and people who write correct, who write very much concise, like for the 4 marks, if you write half page, they won't allot you 4 marks. They'll give you 2 or 2.5.
Even if everything's correct.
Not everything's correct, but if you're writing just 6 to 7 lines for a 4 marks question, they cannot allot you, no?
Correct.
If the question is that much specific, if it's direct, then you can write that ways. Try to include the provision in your question, the analysis and the conclusion. Don't just directly jump to the conclusion and then start explaining the analysis. There should be a proper structure to your answer. So that, I think that might help you fetching more marks. And paper writing strategy is simple. Start with your best answer, go on. Don't stop in between, because the time is really less, and writing 100 marks in 3 hours is very much. So it's like, keep your speed fast from the beginning itself. Don't slow your pace, and don't stop. If you don't know anything, skip or write something or the other. At least write the provision. If you're not able to reach the conclusion, at least try to explain the topic. You'll get something or the other marks if you're correct.
So I think the key is don't write your first paper in the exam hall. Before that, have good writing.
Definitely. At least any teacher you'll study from, theory teachers, they'll ask you to write at least an answer daily. And I'm telling you, you won't do it yourself.
Yeah. Maybe that's why you need the coaching or the mentoring.
Even I searched for mentoring in between my means in my preparation times, because the thing was, this COVID and all, it was very much distracting. You were not able to study. Even 3 to 4 hours a day was not being possible, because seeing everyone around you enjoying and doing everything they want to do, you can't just open up books and study whole day. It was really distracting. So even I searched for mentoring, but I'm telling you, there are few mentoring, they're really, really costly, really costly. Matlab, I saw mentoring ranging from 6,000 to 9,000. It
My
will
God.
help you.
So maybe Mentorify can help in that time.
To give 5,000, 6,000 for a mentor.
My God. So I think before we jump, there was somebody who wanted CS classes also publication, or which class did you go? I know you didn't attend, but if you know
But
good class.
I think Mohit Agrawal sir classes are very really nice. He teaches law very well, because whenever I had some queries, I just go to his YouTube channel and I go for it. Then for taxation, you can definitely take classes or take the YouTube lectures from any CA teacher. I think tax cannot be more better taught than someone who is a CA. So you can go for that. Law, Mohit Agrawal. And let me see. Just a second. For classes, I think CS CART is providing various classes of various teachers.
Okay.
So Swapnil Patni classes, various classes. See, classes is one thing and studying is second thing.
Yeah.
It's just not like that. If you have done your classes, you're done. It's just the beginning. You need to study on your own.
Correct.
To write an exam, what you know. Because coachings teach you everything, but we are not able to write everything in exam.
Yes.
That way.
So you can't completely depend on coaching, but you're supposed to give a good balance to both self-study and coaching.
Definitely. If we completed our coachings a year back, our attempt. So it was like it was all vanished. So we had to do on our own only.
Can't underestimate self-study. So I think from self-study only, I will ask you, since you had to do self-study for both these, there was a question. How did you manage both subjects together? I mean, both courses together. Did you face any problem?
Definitely asking, definitely when you have your attempts in between of executive and professional, you have to stop your CA classes in between.
Oh.
Because I cleared my IPCC in May 19, and everybody start classes for CA within the next 6 months. So I had my attempt in December. So executive was all fine. Just I had to take few leaves from my articleship firm, compensate for it later. But considering in professional, when I had to do my classes in full swing for CA final, I had to take a break of 1.5 months. So it was like everyone who was not doing CS, they were 1.5 months ahead of me. So it was a challenge, but then ultimately I had to do classes in the morning and the evening both. So it was all fine. The end, it was fine.
Of course, it was 1 in one exam and 7 in another. It was more than fine. But there's a very specific question. I have my finals in November 21 and I want to appear for professional in December 21. How can I approach it? I think very similar to you. So maybe you can try.
See, if someone is giving CA finals in November 19, November 21, so he's very much prepared for few subjects which are common with CS professional. It is forex. I think there's forex in CS professional, then company law, then taxation. So 3 or 4 subjects will definitely have an edge over anyone. And considering the other subjects, I think first you should focus on your CA final preparation right now and complete it. And in between, try to do something or the other for few subjects, of at least prepare 1 or 2 subjects for CS professional, and then in a month you can have a complete study strategy for CS and you can do it. Because I have done it for CS professional. I too had a 1 month leave, so it was like I divided 3 days per subject and just reading the module whole day. So it was possible. So you can do that way, but right now I'll suggest you to focus on your CA final and then approach CS professional.
Maybe you have to put a little more hours than just a person who's doing either of the two.
Definitely, because they'll be studying for like 6 months and you need to complete it in a span of 1 month, and that too after giving your exams.
Correct. You have to be in that mentality. You have to still study.
It will be very hard, but if you want to do it, you'll be able to do it, definitely.
So I think that's my also question and many others. Why to do it simultaneously? Is there any synergy in doing it together?
I think if at this point of time anyone would say me to start a professional course like CMA or something, I won't be interested, because it's like when you get a degree now, what you wanted to, it's difficult to study.
Correct.
And definitely, if I wanted to go for MBA or UPSC, I may go. But for studying for a professional degree at this point of time, when you will have your jobs in hand, when you will have your practice in hand, it's difficult to study. You can study only till you are a student.
Correct, which is true.
So that way. So it's better if you want to, means once you start earning, once you get into this, I'll say the world of earning and everything, it's difficult to study. So better first complete your studies. First you do what you want to achieve and then get into this thing.
Yeah. It's very difficult to come back to books. You can stay in books for a little longer.
I don't think it will be easier for any of us to start again for anything.
Again, true, very true. So there were, because CAs never lost, so there were many questions from CA students. So to refer a few, how to do articleship and 3 months before CA final leave. So if you have a strategy for the 3 months, I think because we were away just 2 months from the exam, if you have any booster pack strategy for them.
Okay, so if you have 2 or 3 months before your exams, so I'm very sure everyone might have completed their first reading at least of the syllabus. So at this point of time, it's more important to go through RTPs, MTPs, and question papers of the previous year, because here what makes a difference. Anyone who has just read the books and the other who have seen the question papers, it's a big difference, because I've spoken to many people, many of my friends who could not clear this attempt. And when I asked them what was the major problem, they said, we did not know the paper pattern is like this. So I think it's very important. And questions do repeat. And it's an added advantage in your exams if you have a question you've already practiced. So I'll suggest you all to, along with your course, try to do at least one RTP or one question paper daily of any subject for the next 2 months. Daily, at least one RTP or one question paper, and that will definitely make a difference. I used to do it before sleeping, half an hour or an hour before sleeping. So it was like daily doing one thing or the other would have an added advantage, because we are like, यार ये subject पढ़ रहे हैं ना, तो अभी इसको खत्म करते हैं जल्दी जल्दी, पेपर बाद में देख लेंगे, and that बाद में never comes.
True.
So it's like keep on going with it. Try to revise each and every concept. Try to, जो भी आपके concepts weak हैं, उनको अभी strong करने का, this is the last time, because in the last month you only have time to revise. So it's better to, अगर अभी भी किसी चीज में concepts में issues हैं, clear it. Because if in the exam question paper, just like SFM November 2020 comes, you will be heartbroken.
Totally.
It was a complete conceptual paper, and I know anyone who have just done books and questions, even if you have solved 500 of questions, you won't be able to go through that exam if you're not clear with your concept. And I know Rasika will agree with me completely.
Correct. Very true.
Because it was like seeing the question paper, you had tears in your eyes that this paper is not possible.
Complete roller coaster. But somebody had a question now, which attempt is preferable, May or November?
First attempt is preferable, I'll say.
Which is very true.
See, original was May. We were thrown to November. It was never a question that which is preferable. Whichever attempt is yours, it's your preferable attempt. Prepare for it in the best possible way and you'll get through it.
जिसको दिवाली पसंद है उसके लिए May preferable है. Because I don't know why, but anytime CA exams have to be in November, Diwali has to come in between. So I think
you can't stop yourself from celebrating it.
Yeah. So better to clear in your first and very attempt. Don't have multiple attempts. So then any attempt is good. But yeah, just a brief about how to go after 12th. Should you do after BCom or should you be starting after 12th?
I think it's better to start after 12th, because when you do BCom, you in 11th and 12th, we are very serious with our studies. And in BCom, it's like, I don't know what's happening in Mumbai and Delhi, but in Bhopal, the colleges are not that good. So you lose that same of study pattern. You don't have a gist of studying after that. And becoming a CA at the age of 21 or 22 is always preferred.
Yeah.
But if you complete your graduation, so it will almost take you 23 to 24. So when you can do it simultaneously, it might take efforts. It will definitely take more efforts. But when you can save your year or so just by sacrificing something, so I think it's preferable to go after 12th. And it's just not like that you won't have conceptual clarity. Articleship and the study pattern of CA teaches you everything.
Okay.
It will definitely grow you as a person. So you can directly go after 12th. Obviously, the advantages or the perks of being doing graduation from somewhere is that your personality will develop. So you can go for some other activities, because in CAs we miss that thing.
Yeah.
And we to realize it one day or the other. But I think I'll just say, if you all, whoever is aspiring for a rank, just think that you'll get to go to MDP, that's Management Development Program. That was one of the best things CA could offer.
Correct.
Definitely.
Actually, your perks of rank, I don't know, but getting to go into a institute like
MD.
IIM, where IIM is calling you for 15 days, it is worth the effort you put in for 3 years.
It was like it was so happy. It means it was everything. It was like all your efforts got
Paid off.
result.
Correct. And so, how to maintain consistency in studies?
Maintaining consistency in studies. Okay, don't like this subject. If you have to give an exam, so you need to have equal attention over all the 8 subjects, because even one subject could let you down. I have seen a post on LinkedIn last few days back that a guy skipped few marks in audit. He scored 33 or 34. Otherwise, he had 525 marks apart from it. He could have been a rank holder. Just because of audit, he was not able to be a CA. He will definitely be in the next attempt. But that is, you need to have an equal strategy towards all the subjects. Then have proper plans, have proper timetables, not very strict, but at least have a clear plan that I need to complete this subject in 6 or 7 days, because who might bring positivity in you. Stay away from negative people when you're studying. So being consistent, and in the part of the day, give time to yourself. A portion of the day deserves you, so do something you love to do. So it will be, don't get bored. For me, it was like, I'll study for 2-3 years. So it was good. You can do it that way.
Okay, yeah.
think there's a network issue.
Varsha got all subjects exemption, and I did not because of audit. One subject tanked, so I know audit is that big subject that can tank your entire group. So have a good focus on all subjects is what I would also say. So I think back to a few CS questions. Should you do both groups together or you should split the groups?
I feel there's always an advantage of set off in doing both groups together. Even in CS, year one, that's better than giving one and not clearing either. But it completely depends on the time you have left for your attempt. So if you find that it's not possible to give both the groups, so you can skip to one, but it's always preferable to give both groups. I've seen many students clearing with set off.
Yeah.
Either in CA and CS. So it's great. If you are strong with one group, try it, at least try it. Don't skip your attempts, because you might get an exemption at least. So I think giving both is better.
Correct. I think that set of advantage goes away if you split the attempt.
And we are more serious when you have 8 subjects in hand rather than 4 subjects. It's like we are more serious when we have bigger targets. No, that way.
Correct. Very true. So I think,
Jessica, there's
yeah. Now am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
to
it.
everybody, I think I have just one request before we listen to more Varsha's inspiring story. Can you all switch on your cameras? We can have a group photo. Okay, Varsha. I think I had listened to your story, that story of where you had to go through some difficult time in your life, and still that didn't deter you from your goal. And I think that was a big, I think, appreciation for you, because we are still young to have to go through that phase and still come out victorious. There are many people who have suffered through maybe mental stress, physical stress. So if you can share your story and then how to balance this and still get victory.
Okay. Uh, what happened before my CS professional was CS professional begins on 20th of December, and on 8th of December, my uncle and my cousin met with an accident. So the accident was really a serious one. So my whole family was like deterred, shattered. So I was not able to understand what should I do. I was in the hospital with my cousin for a day, one day. So I was not able to study, and it was 9. I was confused with the most. It was a very discouraging time. Everyone in the family was. It was a complete havoc. My cousin, she got hurt hair somewhere, and my uncle had rods in both of his legs. So it was like a completely disaster for me and my family. So it was like my mom and dad, they came up to me, and I said, I'll skip this attempt because CS professional at that point of time was not very much important to me. If your choice, you can try. But when I said, and I was like, if I have prepared for it, I should go for it. And then whatever may happen. And when I gave my exams, the exams went well. It was fine. I was like, I might clear one or two subjects. I was confused. It was like, it was all in all good. When my results came and CS professional results came, and when I saw my marks, it was like pass, pass, pass. 3 groups were there of 3 subjects. Pass, pass, pass. मम्मी ने खोला था रिजल्ट, तो बढ़िया मम्मी पास हो गए. मैंने रैंक चेक भी नहीं किया, मेरा नहीं आया होगा, because in CA ranks come when you have at least 70% of your marks, so 65. So in CS professional I did not have that much marks, and I didn't bother to check my rank here. So I directly went to my dad and I was just screaming and shouting. I did not रही थी, तू पास नहीं होगी. पास हो गए. I was not at all able to even digest that fact कि rank आई और वो भी AI 1. फिर that 3, because in CS there's no president call or something like that. So I did not get that. So फिर वो photo and I was like, you're सच्ची rank आई है. So at that point of time my family, मतलब उतनी खुशी ना मैंने सच्ची कभी नहीं देखी, because वो बहुत tough था, वो बहुत tough था.
I know, going through that adversity and still, I mean, achieving this.
हाँ, मतलब before first day of my exam, when मतलब exam देने से पहले when I went to meet my uncle कि I'm going So it was like बस मतलब आप बिल्कुल भी face नहीं कर पाते वो situation.
True. So how do you stay motivated? Or how to study through this difficult time with Corona and all that?
See, literally, you have to have some good people in life. Few good friends make up everything. Friends, family means I'll say your biggest supporter are your parents. So whenever we are studying, we think our parents might disturb us once or twice. But we people are like, yeah, please, hum log पढ़ रहे हैं. You are not doing something extraordinary. At least whatever you become, you need to respect your parents because they will be the only one who will be there when no one is there. So I think they were the constant source of motivation. So it was like, means it was like when I thought that I'm giving this attempt, I know it was tough. My family has supported me a lot. My mummy won't even call me कि ये ले जाओ या दे जाओ. She'll give me everything over here. So it was like I had full family support after that. There was nothing sort of problems. So it was tough. But if I was like, if I'm giving my attempt, so at least I should prepare.
So I think a good backing from your family and a good mentor or a good support for somebody who has been there. Because
Definitely.
if you today mentor somebody, it will always be an added advantage because you have done it just now. So I think before we go on to live Q&A, we can take a poll. I would like to raise a poll where we want to know from you guys, would you be interested in all these that we are be showing? Just a mentoring from our side where the mentor will tell you what to do, what not to do. This is on a big level. So somebody who is on a one-to-one level teaching you what to do. So I think we can wrap up, Varsha. It was a great, great webinar.
I'm really sorry if any of your queries were unanswered or I may not have proper answer to everything, but it was great being here. And if I'm able to help out anyone, so please feel free to reach me. You can reach me out at LinkedIn. I'll be there. Or you can reach me through Rasika and the Mentify team. I'll be there, definitely.
Sure, because even modesty helps. When you were modest enough to say, I don't know this answer, it's okay. Because as a professional, you're not supposed to lie. So tick mark to that.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. It was a great, great seminar, and we hope to see you again on our platform.
Definitely.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for attending. We hope it helped you in some or the other way, and hope to see you tomorrow on our platform, inspiring the juniors.
It will be I'll be really happy if any of your queries were answered, and all the best to everyone. I hope the next attempt might be your best ones and you become CAs and CS too.
And then get like Varsha, you get a rank and some
Definitely everyone will
or you get a CA rank and you're an MDP. All the best to that.
Definitely.
Chalo. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye everyone.